Hargrove, and Joekomara. Both star in the new upcoming movie Caroline of Mine. We will talk with them about the movie and upcoming premiere, and show their latest teaser video. Now let's join the conversation with our host Lamar Bearden.
Hello world, this is Talkin Live. Okay, everybody, welcome back to Talkin Live. We have two special guests here. They got a movie coming out, it's Caroline of Mine, and I've watched the trailer on it, and I really like it, and I think you will too. But here's our guests. Y'all got the floor, you know, Joe, and y'all, you have the floor to talk about your movie.
Go ahead, Ashley.
Oh, you're volunteering me first, I see. So yeah, we have Caroline of Mine, where the film itself, it's about an unstable college student that ends up with a relationship with her professor, even though her father tells her no. And over the course of like 14 years, it just basically causes her to go to the edge. And at the same time, it causes consequences for everybody, including Joe here, who plays actually the professor.
Hi, my name is Joekomara. I play Professor Ben, and I don't want to give too much away, right, Ashley? Gotta let everyone see, but it is quite the journey, and it's super fun because it gets to span, like she said, over the course of 14 years. So you see them at different parts of this story and different parts of the unfolding of what you think, at least, you know about these characters, right? So it's super fun.
I think actually the most fun part was probably filming at the college, actually, because there was a college, Athens State University, that allowed us to use their facilities. So we got to use the classrooms versus having to create them. So it made it a little bit easier, even though we did use Studio Huntsville for one particular scene that involved, the most I can say, actually involved some cops that we used. So that was nice of Jay Spencer to loan us his studio for that. But the film itself is loosely based off the true story of a young woman I read about in an article where she actually did end up in a relationship with her professor. And she actually went to a camp with him and it got raided and she got brought back home. So I pulled a little bit of that, and then just that's how the script came about from there. And then Joe joined us when my main producer, Hargrove Castros, we were trying to find somebody to suit the character where they weren't like scary, creepy enough, you know, where they could lure somebody in with just the right voice. And when he was watching Joe's audition, he's like, that one right there. So that's where Joe got brought on. And he had to deal with me, unfortunately. Sorry, Joe.
Yeah, I love that you called me the voice. I was like, I've never heard that before, but I'll take it. Thank you for the compliment. I guess you never know, right? This is good for actors, for anyone really. You never know what the one thing is that's going to just jump out to somebody and be that key to getting cast, to getting an opportunity, to getting someone to remember you for anything, opportunity wise. So yeah, it's pretty cool, but you just kind of got to roll with it and be grateful. So thank you for that, the voice.
So
wasn't that deep voice you just did there?
Some of these shows are basically a love story, basically, right?
It's got love elements. It's more drama suspense because it really shows the main character is Caroline. It shows her unstable life, you know, between her father, who's played by Win Riker, and then over those years, you know, the relationship with Ben there, which is Joe right there. So it shows how some stuff in her life has already made difficult for her to handle actually a relationship even as an adult, and it affects later on in her lifetime with even her own child, which is we spoke earlier, where is played by Ava Connolly. And you know, her father, Luke Sutton, he has to deal with it as well throughout it. So it's really, it's got the element, as I mentioned, of love story, but it's definitely more of what happens when people are pushed to the edge, when they're basically told that even though it's their decision as an adult, that they can't pursue a relationship with someone because they just don't think they can handle it. So that's when they come to find out that, hey, maybe, you know, sometimes you just gotta let those decisions go, even if it's going to have a consequence, or else it'll be worse than what you expect, basically. And our director is Alex Gibson, so he had some fun with it, because I've known Alex probably 8 years, and I've known Harry, as I mentioned, our producer, I've known him 10 years. So we've definitely had a while to work together, and Joe's going to be joining us in a few more. So it's going to be interesting for it.
Yeah. So y'all filmed this in Nashville?
Do you want to take that one, Joe?
We filmed most of it in and around Huntsville, Alabama. That's pretty much where the majority of the filming took place. So we did have actors and people in production from all over. So there were people from Nashville, from Murfreesboro, from Atlanta. So yeah, it was kind of a group effort of let's all convene, come together, and make some magic happen, which is always the fun part.
We borrowed one historical home in Athens from the Pack family of Dream Key Real Estate. They loaned us their historical house for free. So that was really nice of them. And that was shot in Athens. So we were able to use 2 of their floors to actually make like a therapy scene and another for somebody else's house. And the college was literally 5 minutes from them.
Where can they find this movie? When is it going to hit? Are you going to sell it on Amazon, or where can people find this movie when it comes out completely? Where would they go to find it? On Amazon or streaming, or how would they find this? The movie,
it's going to be a mix of places. The first 2 months, and it'll be a late spring that's going to come out. It's going to have 2 months of festival runs, and then it goes to select theaters. So we'll have that list that'll be coming out shortly. And then from there as well, it's going to hit some distribution platforms. So probably, I know your normal will be YouTube, but there's some thorough distribution hub that we're working on of which choices they're going to pick. And then I remember you even spoke, one of your guys's, but so they'll have a variety, including Amazon and probably Tubi, and we're working on the Hulu one right now. So you have the teaser trailer right now, so that's the good part. And there's actually been another new trailer coming out in the next, I think, 2 weeks. That'll have a few extra scenes that even Joe hasn't seen yet. Sorry, Joe.
Waiting with bated breath. Let's go.
Yeah, well, sometimes you do these movies, you don't even get a copy of it for a long time. You wonder how it looks, I done a video with Eddie Rabbit. Alex never got my copy. That was great too. I miss old Eddie. He's a good old singer. Y'all too young to remember who he was, I guess.
Yeah, so let me. That's not too young.
You just look young. Don't tell people.
Well, look at me. I'm not young. I'm young. Yeah, it's all dropping down. The whole thing is dropping down to my chins, man. I got to have a lift. No, I don't want to do that. My ex-wife told me I need makeup. I said, well, I'm just a plain Jane. I just don't want no makeup.
You don't need it.
Nah. Yeah, ugly goes with old age.
Except for today.
Do what now? I didn't get that. What was it?
I rarely wear makeup except for today. I never wear makeup. I have it, but I hate it.
Yeah, I like to be plain. I don't,
It's uncomfortable.
Yeah, these bags, I don't know what to do about them. I can't get rid of them.
Some Z filter, right?
But that's, my dad-in-law, he got pulled over with a police officer one time, and that police officer told him, he said, they tell me the grayer your hair is, the wiser you are. My dad-in-law told him, well, I guess I'm smarter than you then. So, because he was real gray-headed.
He pulls away. See ya.
But older you get, the more you learn, or sometimes the older you get, the dumber you get sometimes. I don't know which one it is, but it's a blessing God lets you live a long time, though, I guess. And, well, I know it is, because that's one thing we have. to count on this if we got the mercy to live long enough, and we can do things, and have a good life, do things we love to do. I like doing this. I like listening to people and I understand what they're doing, what they're trying to do. And that's what I was telling you about the biography. Maybe we could work together on that. I've got to do a biography on my life, and there's some things that would have to be changed, and like names and stuff like that. So, but anyway, we're talking about y'all right now, and we'd like to help you out on your movie, and we'd like to run as many trailers as you want us to run. And we're getting on our real cool channel. We're doing real good. There's a lot of people going to it. And, the cable system, I think for long that's going to be a thing of the past.
I don't even have cable anymore.
Yeah, I do now because when I'm on cable, I like to go and see how my shows are going. And that's the reason I have it. Internet, though, I can do the same thing now. It's getting to that point. So,
well, Ashley, I'm sure you'll keep everyone up to date, right? I know we're sort of in process for where the movie's at right now, but I'm sure you'll keep everybody up to date as far as follow us on social media, right? Do that whole thing so you can keep up with us in the journey, and that way we can all be on this journey together. So the film is Caroline of Mine. And the Instagram handle is at @minecarolineof, all one word. So make sure you keep up with that, right? So we can keep everyone up to date.
Yeah, and you're welcome to work with Jeff. And if you need to do something extra, call Jeff. And I was hoping you could come down and do it live, but, we understand. But you might drift over this way someday. Well, we're trying to add more and more. We bought some HD cameras, the 4s. You can stream from the site if you got the internet connection, of course. And then we have all the studio cameras, and we're going to add probably. I hate moving sets. We got one set over here, one here where I'm at.
Been there.
And we got one over here and one over there, and so what I like to do is have cameras already sitting there, microphones already there, and just turn it on, do the shows instead of moving the cameras around, moving the mics around. I like it simple,
Is Pumpkin gonna be there?
Oh, he's always here.
Will Pumpkin the dog be there?
Oh, he's always here.
But yeah, I know we'd definitely love to go.
Yeah, and also.
Because that'd be fun to do.
Yeah, and I like when the spring gets here, like I'm going to create some other shows, and there's some things I want to do too. I used to own a TV station before this. I could give you some ideas. My life's pretty crazy. But I'd have to sit down and you tell me where you could do a good biography on it. My friend in Nashville told me, it's kind of a wild ride. I won't get into it, but not on. We could later on though. It would make a good show. Not bragging on myself. I'm just telling you the experience in life that I had and the people I've met and stuff like that. And
I know Joe's had a lot more experience than me, so you two got me beat on life experience.
Yeah. Well, I'm old. I told you I was old. So, the older you get, the more experience you get.
More stories you have, right? Yeah, it's valuable. People can relate to.
I used to live in Boca Raton too, and I learned a lot down there. I ran into a lot of people, met a lot of people down there, and some people you wouldn't want to meet, and all that kind of stuff. You know, it's yeah, it's been a ride. Everybody tell me you ought to write a book. I can't write a book. I'd have to get a ghostwriter. I can't put it down. You know.
About the news.
Yeah, but and we need to talk
writers.
more. We need to talk more about this movie. But I'm just giving you an idea of what we could do together sometime. And of course, there's all other stuff we could do. This Ringo would be a good place for a movie to shoot a movie too. You have the park, the Nashville Chickamauga Park here, and you know, if he was doing history, if he was going back in time or something like that.
Art.
Dolly Parton's she's painted on the wall down here on the main street down here, and it's got a.
I wish I could meet her. I love her. She's really fun.
Well, I've been trying to get a hold of her, but she's too busy and
Is busy.
yeah, and you know they're gonna go with NBC before they went with me until we get way up there, you know, and takes time. You don't. Rome wasn't built in a day, they say. Also, you know, when you're starting out doing movies, you're not going to start at the top. You got to start at the bottom and go up. And what I seen on the trailer, I like what you got going out. Looks good to me. Looks like it's going to be a great movie. And I'm looking forward to helping you with it. And
the next trailer is actually going to be a bit more intense, that's for sure.
Yeah. The film, what is the film?
It was Phil.
Yeah, where was it?
For Caroline Mine, when the next trailer comes out, it was filmed up in the Huntsville, Madison, and Athens, Alabama, and it's definitely going to be a lot more intense in the trailer because we're going to be adding a few extra pieces and including even showing Ava's going to be in there. I know for Joe, he got tortured a little bit in the film. Can't say what kind of torture.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you do a lot of film in Alabama, I say, right? Just a lot of work in Alabama.
It's cheaper for sure. But I have done some film up in Tennessee and over in Georgia before.
You know, what part of Georgia?
But yeah, for Joe, for you, what was the hardest? Georgia, I would say probably Joe's area, actually, Elena, but there's going to be an area in Lithonia, I think it's pronounced, that we're going to be shooting.
Well, I know where Lithonia's at. But you guys are welcome to come anytime, and I mean, you just get with Jeff on what you want to run on our, we'll run it on Roku and Amazon and all that. He says, he wants to play it right now.
I'm good if Joe's good to play it.
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you ever love Caroline more than Shelley?
I did.
My cell and my home number are, of course, on the syllabus.
Excuse me? Do you have something to say?
You don't have to be afraid of me.
I'm not afraid of you.
Huh? Now look at me. Hey. I want you to know that I see you. I want...
Yeah, you should get some sleep. Just be careful, would you? There's a lot of bad stuff going on out in the world you just don't know about yet.
I need you to promise me that no matter what, after all of this, she will never know what happened. Your final responsibility in life is Caroline.
Promise. Caroline? Oh no. Oh, yeah, well, what you can do, run over there, kick in the door, and then beat the hell out of them? And then what, Prince Charming? You gotta scoop up your wife and ride off into the sunset for your happily ever after?
Where are you? No worries, I'll help you.
How is she?
Well, you can see for yourself. She's just empty.
Empty.
It looked good to me. I like it.
It's so strange seeing myself over and over on the screen. After a while, it's like, wait, are those my glasses still?
I like good stories like that, and I hope, well, everybody else does too. I think that's kind of show people like right there, and looking forward for it to come out and play it. But now we have your permission.
I still have the French book, Joe.
Yeah. But we have you want us to start playing that on our Roku, Amazon now? Okay. All right, he'll put that in. You can go to our website and it tells our YouTube channel. It tells where the cities we're running these shows at. It's
We'll have a new trailer as well.
Yeah, it's getting the word out there. You know, I mean, Nashville's a good market. We're going to do the whole year on NBC. So right after Saturday Night Live, that's a good spot. I don't want to lose that. See, I own a recycling company, so I'm here, there, everywhere. So that's a reason that I miss some stuff. You know, I try to keep up with my stuff. You know, and with yours now, of course, but I'm mostly scattered out until I shut that down. I'm putting full time in this right here. Anything you got to add about
I'll let
maybe
Joe go first.
your website or anything, or you know anything? Either one of you want to add anything?
Give us the advertising, Ashley. Go on.
You can find right now the teaser trailers on YouTube. You can find it on my page under Nostalgic Girl, or also under Ashley Hargrove. You can find us on Instagram for both, all three of us, including the film. Joe has an Instagram page. I have an Instagram page. There's one for the movie. Joe and I and the film are also all on IMDb, so we do post some things there as well. You can find also on Facebook, and of course with you guys, so they'll be able to find it that way. And there's also web pages coming out shortly, and then there's some press kits that are going to send out even more information coming up. And then we have 2 more movie posters coming up. So those are going to be some interesting takes with more information. And I know this one, a few people laughed at, but this could be fun. We're going to be doing a billboard coming up. So we'll get to see Joe's face like plastered right across it.
Yeah, the billboards, you'd have to talk to Jeff, but we can put both of y'all on and me on one. Let's doing a talk show, advertising a movie on a billboard. We have billboards.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yep.
Do you own those Lamar billboards that I see everywhere?
No, it ain't. That's my name, but it ain't my game.
Coincidence.
We got 3 different, billboards. We got one over here on Chattanooga, right at me. Thousands of cars, and I just bought another one at Costco. So we'll usually put our guest picture on a billboard, and I mean, you just have to look at. I mean, Jeff can send you some pictures, like when I did a show with Loretta Swift, and when I did a show with Aaron Clinton. I mean, Quentin, not Clinton. Quentin Aaron, Blindside. I did a show with him. And, well, you can see on my website.
I saw that video. I got to look at that.
Yeah. And I'm not going to say nothing about nobody I'm going to do a show with because it jinxes it. You guys welcome come by, and anytime you're coming up this way, let us know. And Pumpkin, he can't go in the restaurant, so he will pay for your dinner. he'll buy you a big dinner. They don't let him in there. He hates other dogs and cats, but he got the big head. You know how they do when they get on TV all the time. Our business card's got his picture on it too. So. But anyway, we'll wrap it up, and you guys, and he'll edit this. He'll send you a copy too. Each of you a copy. Okay. So we'll start running your trailers and all that stuff. And
that's great.
It was great. Yeah. Hey, don't forget, put us on your websites now so that people will subscribe to our channel. Oh, yeah. And be sure, let us know when you're coming this way now. It was a pleasure and an honor to do a show with you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much. Yeah.
You're very welcome. May God bless you.
God bless.
May God bless you.
Thanks for joining us today. We look forward to the upcoming release of Caroline of Mine coming soon. To find out more about the movie and the cast you just met, visit any of their online channels shown here. Be sure to subscribe. New trailers and information about the movie are on their way. Good night, world. We will be talking with you next time.
Thanks for joining us today. To watch this show again, be sure to visit talkinlive.com. We now have Roku and Amazon Fire TV channels for you to watch from your home TV. Or find more of our recent shows on most any of your favorite social media platforms. And don't forget to like and subscribe. Good night, world. We will be talking live with you next time. The views and opinions expressed on all Talkin' Live presentations are those of the host and their guests, and not necessarily those of the staff or management of the Talkin' Live TV broadcast studio, or by this channel or its management.
Welcome to Talkin' Live Classics TV. Reserve this spot on our Classics channel today to advertise your business or showcase an upcoming event. We not only provide broadcasting for EPB customers, but we also stream 24/7 on Roku, Amazon Fire TV, and online at timelessclassicstv.com. Call our advertising department at 423-290-9194. That's 423-290-9194 to find out more about placing your spot here. Mention code CLASSICS 2023 for your discounted rate today.